Hello, how are you?
Just fine, Crystal. Oh, and I love the banner. Did I tell you that?
Oh, yes,
I think I did.
yes. It looks good, right? I think it's eye-catching.
Well, it's got green on it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love green. One of my favorite colors. So,
Hello, how are you?
Over there by the monument. I don't know, this is the monument right in front of
Miss
you.
Miranda?
Hello,
How are you, ma'am?
good, how are you?
I don't know where to turn on this.
It's the hydrant that they're trying to.
That's what I thought it was this one, but they're telling me no.
No, it's this one. But it's part of your regular.
Their project?
Yeah, there's a leak in the. They're trying to come together.
No, he's not coming tonight.
We're doing that all day.
Okay. So for those of you worried about the water in the front, it is part of the stuff that they're working on.
Really? Oh, it is?
that's what I figured.
According to Roque.
That's
But
what
I'll
I
ask David when he gets here.
I turned off the hose.
Turned off the hose.
That's what I thought it was this one, but they're telling me no.
Look at all this stuff. Do you know Chris Riley?
Is this one on?
All of a sudden I said, I never heard about that, you know? Trusty little. 6 o'clock, y'all. Okay. Let's see, Danielle's not here. I had not heard from her. Oh. Need to give this to Crystal. Give this to her. Let's give you a copy of those minutes. And there's that tag.
Thank you.
Yeah.
As usual.
It's so quiet. Okay. Y'all ready? Good evening and welcome to the City Council regular meeting of the City of Leon Valley. And today's Tuesday, December 16th. It's approximately 6:01 in the evening. We do have a quorum. We are missing Counselor Danielle Bolton. I believe she's on her way. I have not heard from her, but I had not heard if she was not going to be here. But Counselor Marsh is under the weather and will not be here this evening and will be excused at the next meeting. And I was going to ask Danielle Bolton to say the pledge, but Counselor Heil, would you please do that for us? Thank you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Agenda item number 2, the City Council shall meet in executive session to discuss the following. Number 1, pursuant to Texas Local Government Code Section 551.071, consultation with the attorney, and Section 551.087, deliberation regarding economic development incentives for the property located at 7249 Bandera Road. And I will note that our attorney will be online or on phone this evening, not present here in the chambers. Agenda item 2.2, pursuant to the Texas Local Government Code Section 551.072, deliberations about real property to discuss the purchase of 6908 Poss Road in Leon Valley. So at this time, and we will be back at 6:30, Whether, if we have to continue the executive session, we'll do it at the end of the meeting, but we will be back at 6:30. So then at 6:03, we'll move to the executive session room, and it'll be over here
Yes, in the small
in
room.
this room. So, thank you all. So we stand in recess until then. Thank you.
Janet, wait, I could just, right.
No, I didn't know if you needed it still.
Oh,
Because any of the meetings I usually have to bring a little TV.
oh, no. Sandra puts everything in here.
Oh,
It
okay.
should be in here. Okay.
Let me hide it, let me hide it.
Hello, dear people.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
We're taking pictures of people in a box to post on social media.
Hi, Byron.
Nice to meet you.
Yes. Sounds like we're getting close to being done.
I think so, yeah, we sent over a bunch of documents. Side of it, Michael. Do y'all do a re-inspection? Do you pictures? What do you?
I'm gonna be out here. I know there's a couple of things. But it may not be handled. Last week.
Yeah, she has them. No, I didn't. Just so you know, there's not many. I don't know. Okay, well, it's off.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, as long as we have some type of agreement that it needs to be fixed.
And then there's five penny.
It needs
Okay.
right now, I don't think.
Yeah. And then Crystal's items. Okay. So, alrighty.
Well, you have to have a accessible path, so we do have that with the sidewalk. The trails right now, we have sidewalk in addition to the street, and we also have this.
Hey, John. How are you?
I think.
Well, I mean, I don't know if we'll get everything ironed out tomorrow, but,
yeah,
something that we can talk to the developer, because I know you're out on the street, out
Mhm.
there, and turn over to the
See what kind
developer.
of
Which, there's all the sidewalks and the ramps are gonna have to be done through them. And then the trail, the fence, same thing, pretty steep walls.
Yeah.
They have the footings already
Yes.
more than forward, so they just need to,
Yeah, there'll be fences
and I
that
know
are.
it wasn't in your plans, but it needs
Yeah.
safety concern.
Well, it'll be done with the.
That's fine. I mean,
Fully staffed
I mean,
now,
the sooner the better, just because, kids will probably be getting out there.
People fixing their fences.
Hopefully it
Well, I
stays that
think-
way.
Yeah, I think those things that are tree plant, not just.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not talking about those, these are the ones that are retaining walls.
250.
I do.
Because originally, the
You
retaining walls
figure
were,
I mean, the bags help, but we water the ground and
Either way, this needs to be done, and then the ADA stuff, we got the letter, so that can be handled.
Well, I was gonna say,
But, part of her, that it's
Well,
right adjacent to the park area. Side of the sidewalk.
we gotta make sure it's working.
Right away?
Right, everything's 5% except for that one section that's right next to the park.
We started the irrigation, yeah, we started
Like,
putting
any kind of rain, based on what I saw there, it's just gonna wash.
You're advocating that you want.
I want something to protect the bays.
but it's not, it's mainly
Yeah, we're over there by the,
sprinklers.
by the detention pond.
Because we're kind of a big area.
Yeah, they just
It's
control,
better, you
so they
know,
don't tie that into the trail.
Crystal City Park.
Yeah, well, that's something that we're gonna have, we'll give you our work tonight.
So our guys have
It's
Yeah.
not gonna come from Belinda. Now it's
Yeah, cause we were looking at it last week, I don't know who the guy was, I don't know who was with. He was the one fucking DNT.
They left it about 2 o'clock.
well, they were just wanting.
Yeah, there were like 30 trees left.
But he did agree that something was.
They, Sean and his crew, that were
There's going to be constantly maintained.
Let's talk to the R one.
You-
Get the city involved.
Yeah, I know there was a lot of communication, verbal communication, so we just need to make sure we're on the same page. 'Cause like I said, I don't want the city to take on something that we're just going to have to be fixing.
I didn't think the city was gonna own it. Originally.
Yeah,
I didn't think the city was gonna
Yeah,
own it.
totally.
I don't know when that
I'm
changed.
not sure what they were, I mean, it's going in at 900, I thought that it is.
I thought the HOA was. That's why we did.
Well, I guess it's
Not,
actually.
not my thing, remember, and all that?
We
Because
did
it
go
wasn't
through
gonna
the
be the
right.
city's.
Yeah, right.
It
Well,
wasn't
when
gonna be
that,
the
if
city's.
that's the case, then we just need to.
Mainly.
I just don't want the city to take on something that is.
They're not gonna own the 900 lot. It's not, so.
But if the HOA is going to maintain the trail.
Oh, no, I don't remember that.
Yeah,
Unless
they
it was the
pretty much-
PDD, because it was PDD.
I wasn't really under the assumption we should. It was,
Well, I was under the assumption that they.
I thought that certainly had changed, if I was like.
I don't know, so.
maybe I should read,
Yeah, they were,
I'll read the
the
ordinance.
group
Well,
that did
it's
this
not even in the
one was
ordinance.
I remember there was language in the
6
PDD.
months.
Bill, and there. It was, we had to change it, remember, we had to change it from bike lane to walking trail.
Yes, we had to do that
There's a
because
criteria.
it didn't meet the
Criteria for bikes.
Yes.
This one's about 9
Yeah, we
tenths.
just need to find out who's going to do that.
Well, let me
It's
read the
close to it, it's
before
about
we-
0.8.
see if it speaks to it in
I don't
there.
even know, do we even have a copy of it?
But it will be
I
nice.
couldn't find the final copy of the PDD.
I have a recorded copy I can send to you all.
Usually I'm from about I review like once and then
It's just
the little iterations are.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be over in that area on Thursday, second.
That one area where the trails are.
only thing per se about the steepness on material of it and
It still needs to be engineered. But it's gonna be on
My trail, I had a
to the fall,
little piece tied in,
because the city,
right in.
so it's gonna be.
So our RAS rejected our plans, so now we have retaining walls.
A lot of project that you're working
It
on.
is. I think
Yeah,
it'll be
I mean, that is.
Because I didn't realize that if it's not street right, sidewalk criteria, right? 5%, we
Yeah,
had
it's
to
even
design it for something. Had already designed a little stop and area. It was less than,
Kind of
it was only
the
150.
leakages of all this.
So that's how much, that's how we said, oh, no, it was less than
Like a pedestrian.
tied in, and they said,
That's
no,
totally.
you have
It's-
zero. You have zero.
because you were walking that base,
Well,
feet would probably sink. Or you would ride a bike.
It's not smooth, it's not,
yeah.
the side slopes aren't compacted at all. Well, it's compacted somewhat on the top, but it's not smooth. Side slopes are just.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, like I said, yeah, I mean, we have a one-year warranty on it, but that's not
Yeah,
what we
yeah,
have.
there's.
Like I said, the city doesn't.
are you all?
She'll probably be on the call, but yeah, she resigned. David is on there. He has a first year. What's the status on the second phase of the drainage?
Check the first one. Oh, you mean concrete roof?
Yeah, where the pond is, I guess you're going.
I mean, that's.
Costs. Yeah, these.
Have you all got your homework?
Ours,
This is the original.
when we were getting letters out.
Oh.
That was presented.
We can follow up.
Pretty much what-
Todd.
That's pretty much what Ty has is the latest, because it's all they've been really picking on. They kept wanting to run
Yeah.
a cost analysis.
The worst, these are the. Pretty small. This is
So
the.
you tell me what happened is it ended up spiking. Trying to get rid of the spikes.
Now, I mean, a lot of those
The
are.
channel's already in there, you know, it's in-
Yeah, and some of
It's
them
already in
are,
there just before, and our east is bigger. The whole thing is one way. It was like our
Yeah.
have to run it, so
Yeah.
it spiked a few times, and they keep trying to get rid of the spikes. And that was the conversation we were doing, and I was like. Program.
geez,
Yeah.
I can follow up with Todd on LC.
So I think if you go.
money to go to India there all the time.
Forward, right?
That remote, I'm not sure.
They need plans for.
Some of it,
Yeah.
good,
Yeah.
but a lot of it,
So that's kind of where
they
we're
don't
at.
take vacation for like.
Not like us, I never take vacation.
It carries over forward.
Very well. Hey, hello. Good to see you.
Hi, they're in this room. Oh, yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Okay.
And then I'll go in there.
All right, yes, ma'am.
Or did we have something to start at 6?
Executive session.
Oh. What change it? I don't check, no, I don't check it. Somebody has to actually physically tell me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, it looks fantastic.
Oh, yes, we will, for sure. Yeah.
Not here, though.
Yeah, we visit somewhere.
Houston, Dallas.
How did you all, how did you? Yeah. That's good.
Yes, yes. Oh, that was actually another couple, that was somebody else, yeah, yeah. But, Zach's friend, too, is the Grinch. Yeah.
With our upper management, our leadership stays involved, so we
I
know
think so.
how to find some kind of.
Oh, I know, right.
Of course, if it had just like Saturday's weather, it was perfect. But, better.
That's pretty.
Obviously, scrutinizing the. Still feels like we're small.
I feel like every time we. I think we, well, we have, but then there weren't as
So,
many kids
trade, is he
around,
still
so it felt like we had to be out at like personalities. I think that's gonna be the next thing. Art have to, either, I don't know, we'll have to see, we'll have to. Sorry, it's not really. Or we could. They don't-
Todd, I guess he's in the.
But I felt when you saw that, yeah, we had a. I'm not. But,
Y'all over there, but I don't want to.
but we have, but I think that's. Yeah, maybe we could. We can do it. We can do it. That might make it easier, and that actually might, I know who's. Won't be good.
Click remind me later.
I'm sorry?
Click remind me later.
Well, shoot.
All right, Art, we're back in regular session.
I'll put it in and get off work.
I was at an event.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
What happened to my?
You know, I brought Art a present.
I know he's right. I have it over here, but Crystal can. Crystal can hold on to the presents.
Well, no, we can't hold on to it.
Oh, we can. Uh-oh.
I'll take it back. Oh, no.
It must be perishable.
It is.
Wow. Okay. This is crazy. Okay, as promised, we're back from executive session at 6:30. And we have agenda item number 4, citizens to be heard. Are there any citizens in the chambers that would like to, or visitors that would like to address the council? Please come forward, and you have up to 3 minutes for your comments. Okay. Seeing none, then we will go to agenda 5, which is possible actions on issues discussed in executive session. If necessary, we are going to reconvene into executive session at the end of this city council meeting because we just didn't have enough time. And so there's no action right now. All right, presentation 6.1, presentation, discussion, and possible action to amend the action of the joint meeting between the Leon Valley City Council and the Leon Valley Historical Society, which was held on October 18th, 2025. So what I did was I just tried to summarize a little bit before we open up the discussion, and I'm so glad that the Historical Society is here this evening. And I think you have a PowerPoint, though. You don't. Okay. So I was going to just kind of summarize where we were. We came together on October 18th, and we decided at the end of that meeting to have a workshop to specifically discuss the erosion control issues along Huebner Creek. And we said the date would be between November and early December, something like that. And then we received a letter from President of the Society, Kathy Hill, on November the 12th, requesting the city staff and engineers to include a concrete drop structure as a possible means to stop erosion along the creek. And at our November 18th meeting, we began the discussion, but the Historical Society had asked us to reset it so that John Hoyt, who was out of the state, would be back in that could help explain their concept. And so tonight we do have the 2 engineers from Ardura here as well for the discussion. So with that, I just wanted to ask the manager, what else would you like to add?
Sure. So this is really just y'all determining whether or not you would like for the engineers to evaluate a 4th option, which is the drop wall. The Historical Society has requested an additional analysis be done on the concept of a drop wall. To do that analysis, it would be an additional $8,278. So I got that from the
Great,
engineers.
thank you.
And so again, at the last meeting, Melinda couldn't be here this evening. She had a prior commitment. And the engineers are here and they can kind of speak to that. She felt like the drop wall wasn't going to impact the water flow the way that y'all were wanting it to have an impact. And so the question that we have and that we'll bring up at the workshop is whether or not y'all want this to be a flood control project or just an erosion project, because I think that that's where some of the confusion is. So this evening, the discussion is 2 things. One, whether or not you want a 4th option. So we have the 3, whether or not you want this 4th option for an analysis. They would do that when they're done. Then we would come back to the council with all 4 of the options, and then the council would select what option that they would like to do moving forward. And at that is the double joint meeting that we would have with the Historical Society. And so the Historical Society and the council can hear all 4 options that are available to them or to y'all, and then y'all would make a decision as to how you would like to proceed. So the second thing is determining when you would like to reconvene as far as that workshop is concerned. So it's those 2 things, is taking a look of whether or not you want to add that 4th option, and secondly, do you want the Historical Society involved in the decision-making process in selecting the 4 options at the joint meeting, or do you how you want to handle that moving forward? So that's kind of where the staff is at, and so we would just like some direction.
Okay, thank you. All right. John, would you like to address your concept with the drop concrete, what is it called?
Drop wall?
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Mayor and council members.
Thank
for
you.
allowing me
I'm
to
glad you're here.
Speak about
And
this
welcome
issue.
home.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah, we were out of state
Mm-hmm.
on November 18th. But I guess can have a few brief comments, or I can take direct questions as you wish, but I'll just start off.
Sure, just go right ahead because this
you wanna
is a new
know.
concept that I'm interested in,
So
for sure.
anyway, my name's John Hoyt, and I've lived in Leon Valley for about 40 years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not an engineer. And since retirement, I'm no longer a registered or licensed geoscientist. Before retiring, I worked for over 30 years as a geoscientist at federal and local agencies and environmental consulting. Early in my career, I held the position of surface water hydrologist with the U.S. Geological Survey. To come before you as a concerned citizen, as a Leon Valley Historical Society board member, I was just give you a little bit of background about myself so that I kind of know what streams look like and how they act. Well, anyway, after reviewing the Leon Valley Historical Society letters and the November 18th council meeting video and audio, I'd offer these following comments. The Historical Society letters recently provided to the city were intended only to address erosion in the immediate area of the Saws recycled water line that crosses Huebner Creek about 350 feet downstream of the Onion House. This includes that little area of erosion in the tributary entering Huebner Creek at that location.
Mm-hmm.
These letters were not intended to suggest a comprehensive approach to address erosion or flood control within the entire natural area or other properties. Now, the September letter suggested that the city work with Saws to work on the erosion that's occurring around that line.
Mm-hmm.
The November letter recommended that concrete drop structure or structures be considered to address erosion near the Saws pipeline. That November letter contains verbiage that says a concrete drop structure may provide a faster and less expensive method to stop that active erosion. The context of that verbiage is if a comprehensive erosion and flood control project for that area isn't feasible for whatever reason, consider a drop structure to address specific areas of erosion, harden those areas of erosion. The drop structures come in all scales and sizes and designs and materials. You can have just concrete, like we threw out an example of a very large one that's over there at Evers Road and Zarzamora Creek. I mean, that's just to show how you go from one elevation to another, not that scale of a drop structure. I don't see an application for that. In the natural area, it'd be something much smaller.
Mm-hmm.
Drop structures, engineers design these all the time to function properly and to be aesthetically acceptable. So I've seen a lot of different types of these things, everything from a concrete channel like a Zarzamora Creek to boulders that have been concreted together, and you wouldn't even know it wasn't hardly a natural structure.
I'm sorry, this is time.
Anyway, hopefully a comprehensive flood control and erosion control project will be conducted in that area in the near future. If not, consider hardening these areas of erosion as soon as is feasible.
Okay.
And I would gladly meet with city engineers and our staff to discuss this erosion matter.
Mm-hmm.
You can go out to that site and to point that out to show someone the things that I'm seeing, where this erosion is happening and why.
So am I understanding you, John, that it's just specifically in the Saws
Yes.
area is what we're looking at? That's
Those
what,
letters are
yeah. Okay, just that, I didn't
that little area.
clarify that.
We're not, it didn't mean to intend to cost you a fourth option analysis
Yeah,
or anything
okay.
like that. It's keep that in the back of your head, back of your mind. As these other things don't go forward, then could we do something over there in that area as soon as feasible,
Okay,
whatever that means.
all right, very good.
And hopefully that would clear out.
Okay, thank you. I
Questions
certainly
you have on that?
appreciate your offer also to help. Anyone? Yes,
So,
City manager.
we have an option that was just the erosion piece. That's the $900,000 option as part of one of the three options. But a drop wall is not part of that piece. So my question now to the council is, would you like me to add a fourth erosion option of just a drop wall for $8,000? You know what I mean? Like,
Just in that area.
just in
John
that
is-
area.
Okay.
Or do you want to do a comprehensive analysis on a drop wall? And then I would need the engineers to see if that's even possible to do. You know what I mean? Like the $8,200 was a comprehensive analysis of a drop wall. But if we're just looking at this as a singular option, then we don't qualify for the flood control grant. This isn't a flood control project anymore. We don't qualify for the Bexar County grant. It would just become an erosion project. So and that was the conversation we were going to have at the workshop. I just need to know if you want to add this as a fourth option.
Okay, yes,
I'll go
Councilor
first.
Roscoe.
I know the answer, but how much have we spent on this erosion project?
Oh, I sent it in my last city manager's report.
250 million, 1,000?
It was something close to that.
We spent over 200, and thank you so much for that presentation. But where I'm going with this is that we've already spent 200, no, you can sit down. We already spent $250,000 on this erosion project. Let that sink in. We have spent $250,000 trying to fix the erosion project, and yet we have not moved one stone yet. That just boggles my mind. I believe that one of the three options that we had from the company addressed that area at the Onion House. And I know that 8,000 may not seem enough, but $250,000 does. And I'd like to discuss it further with you, see if one of the three proposals that they gave us is beneficial for you guys to help you with the Onion. And I'm a great supporter of the Onion House, believe me. I just don't believe that spending more money, again, and I'm going to emphasize this again and again, there's $250,000 we spend and nothing has been done other than just put it on paper. And that's ridiculous to me. And I may be wrong. I think that, I don't know the concept of building a creek or anything, but that's just a lot of money for not doing anything. And that additional $8,000, it doesn't seem like much, but it's a lot. If we could meet again and look at those three options that we had to see if we can address the Onion House a little bit more particular, instead of giving them $8,000 right off the bat to check it out. I would love to sit with you guys and go over those three options that were given to us, and before we spend any more money, but that's just me.
I understand. I just respectfully disagree with you, Mr.
Okay.
Orozco. I just think $8,000 is, when you compare it to $250,000, we need to do this thing right. And I'd like to restore this creek, not tear it up and tear out and put a bunch of concrete and tear out a bunch of trees. I'd like for us to try to put all the brain power that we can have from yes, our engineers, and yes, the city of Leon Valley, but SAWS definitely needs to be a partner. Edwards Aquifer could be a partner. Sarah could be a partner. Bexar County can be a partner. And I just think if we all got together and put our brain power on this to come up with a reasonable solution, that's the reason why we haven't moved, is because I don't think we like the three proposals, I think that's why this council, and of course we've changed councils, and so that's why another reason we were going to have this workshop to educate the councilors that haven't been here. But I think 8,000 in the scheme of things is not so much more to ask to get another option to see, is that one better, or is it worse, or is it a compromise, or whatever? So that's all I'm saying. Yes, we've spent a lot of money, but I think we had $600,000 set aside for that. Did we not? I think we did.
I did not budget I didn't put any money this year, but y'all did in the original. Y'all originally, it was like 900,000.
Yeah, there was a lot of money.
And
So
that we set
have-
aside in order to engineer the options. The
Right.
problem with that is we started eating into because y'all voted on an option. We were moving forward with an option, and then we paused the option. and then we came back and asked them for another option. And so I gave y'all a timeline of what happened. I can resend that timeline out, but y'all have gone back and forth. And so, but the original project was like the contract and the amended contract, I think it was like close to $900,000. And so now we've put a pause on that to come back with additional options and have more discussion, which perfectly fine with, not an issue. I just need to know, do y'all want the fourth option so they can do the analysis and we can add that as part of the discussion. But if it is just an erosion project, we don't qualify for the Texas Water Development Grant. We don't qualify for the Bexar County Flood Control Grant. There's not an erosion grant out there available.
And refresh my memory, Doctor, the third option that was given to us by the engineers, didn't it address the area, the Onion House? That also included Saul's involvement, and then the third option that we received from the engineers, which I think the majority at the time were in favor of, and then we, of course, we put, we
Sure.
went to how to think.
So SAWS being involved, SAWS is waiting on us to pick a plan. That our last meeting was, y'all come up with a plan, and then we can see how we can partner with y'all. The issue is the first plan took out too many trees. The second plan took out more heritage trees than regular trees. And so then the third plan was just a Band-Aid, not a Band-Aid approach, but just an erosion approach, just to deal with the water line and help maybe put a retaining wall by the house. That was and it became not a flood control project. We just need to pick the plan, then I can start going and finding money to get the project completed. Whether that's with SAWS, whether that's with San Antonio River Authority, that San Antonio River Authority sent y'all a letter. They believe that we need to pick a flood control project, an erosion project, but their idea takes out property. San Antonio River Authorities, I sent that to y'all a while back, takes out, we would have to purchase property. It would realign the creek. And so they're also saying that erosion is going to kill the trees anyway. So leaving it alone is going to kill the trees long term. That's from San Antonio River Authority.
Well,
It's not like we haven't reached out to other partners.
Right. Can we meet with the Historical Society and show them those options? Because I believe that the third one that the engineers gave us was a favorable one that addressed that issue.
Right. We can't, we certainly, that was part of that discussion. The only reason this got postponed was because of the drop wall suggestion for the erosion piece.
Correct, yes.
We can add that as a fourth option to the erosion piece if the council would like. I just need to know if that's what y'all would
We'd
like
like to
to do.
search all avenues, to come to a reasonable, and help them out in the meantime, but also like to take care not just of them, but the whole enchilada, so to speak.
I would agree that $8,000 to kind of put the baby to bed is probably, because it's going to keep coming up. I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to come back and we're going to give them the three options. They're going to say, but if we would have just looked at the drop wall, it's going to keep regurgitating. So your best bet is just to spend the $8,000, have them do a fourth option, and then present all four options so that doesn't keep coming up. Because that will always be part of the discussion, that we didn't take a look at this option. I'm telling you, we're going to come and have the workshop. We're going to go over all three. And they're going to be like, well, I really don't like all three. We should have really looked at the drop wall. And so, yes.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Let me hear from the rest of the council,
Sure.
please. Councilor Campos, and then either.
So
Councilor-
just to go over some of the history, I was with the mayor and the city manager in the meeting with SAWS, okay? And we were trying to get can SAWS participate? And one of the issues, or I think the main issue, is that we've got a cap over some type of pipeline, right? That is sticking up and has been, as the water's been going through there over the years, it's eroded the level of the land. It was level at the time, but it's now dropped the property down, and it's creating this dam-like structure that's causing a lot of damage. And so, we talked to SAWS in that meeting and said, hey, what about cutting down that concrete structure? And I think the engineers came up with a design along that line, and SAWS, can you participate with that? But one of the things that I recall in that meeting was that SAWS says, okay, that'll only be a temporary solution because what are you doing so that there's not continued erosion? Okay?
Happen again.
Right, because that structure, as I understood it, was buried like maybe 19 feet, maybe, I don't know, I'd have to ask the engineers, but it is very deep. And what they did is they capped that pipeline to where the level of the creek was at that time. As waters run through there, well, it's gone down, but they don't need that entire cap to protect their line, as I understood it.
Well,
Okay?
we asked if whether or not we could cut the cap, and they were still a little bit iffy on us cutting.
They said no.
Again, they didn't say, if I remember correctly, they didn't say necessarily no. They said we need the engineering to see if we would be able
Yeah,
to do
there
it.
was some study that they were asking,
scoring
scouring
study.
study or
A sc-
something
a
that we
scour-
didn't do?
yes.
Right,
Yeah.
which is, I think, the Scour study is about erosion, right? Is that, I'm not an engineer, but I took it as that in that conversation. So I think, coming up with an additional idea may be the right way to go, but what I can't really understand is if we put a drop structure, the way I saw the pictures, and there might be other alternative ways of designing one, I have no idea. But how do we then, if it's concrete right there to control that drop wall, how do we prevent the erosion at the beginning of that concrete or at the end of it, where it doesn't create another dam doing something else? And that's what I can't figure out, and maybe that's where the engineers can come up with alternatives. But I think I would be in favor of looking for another alternative. And I'll tell you that I was part of that prior meeting with the different alternatives. I need a refresher on what
Absolutely.
those
Oh, yeah, I
are.
can't remember all of them.
absolutely.
Yeah, but I didn't like
But
them. Yeah.
doing nothing is not the answer. We need to move forward, and we're just going to have to come, I think, to an agreement that we're going to lose trees, no matter which way we go. And whether we do nothing, we're going to lose trees. Whether we do something, we're going to lose trees. Okay, but we need to start picking a direction. And I think that's what the hard part is. We had one going through the park, one alternative, and it was going to take out so many trees. Right?
That was the first one, yeah.
And so the second one, as you've already recapped that. So I think we just need to I would be in favor of going forward with a new alternative, spending the other 8,000. Let's put this thing where we can understand it and just let's go. Let's start marching, because the more time that goes by, this problem is not going away.
Okay, thank you very much. Counselor Howell, do you have anything? Counselor Bolton, do you have anything? Okay, very good. Anything else from the society? Please come on up. John and Kathy or Darby, yeah.
The engineers are the smart fellers that know how to solve these things. My concept of a drop wall is in the tributary that comes in at the SAWS pipeline. That's where I see it. Potentially one there where the pipeline is at. I don't, like I said, if you can take that down and remove that feature, maybe one is not needed there, I don't know, but I see a small drop wall structure in that tributary close to Huebner Creek. I understand, they're just going to have to be armored around so it doesn't erode around it, et cetera, but they know how to design that. But, I mean, that, just to be clear, that's my concept of
Okay.
drop wall.
All right.
Spot.
Okay, very good. Did y'all have anything to add, Byron? Would it be beneficial for Mr. Hoyt to explain his concept, or do you understand it, or I don't know? I'm just asking. Okay. Okay, great. Great, thank you, John, for that offer. I appreciate it. Okay, so we need a motion to spend the $8,000 for the fourth option.
Well, we'll have to come back with the budget adjustment because I haven't budgeted anything for it. But yes, I need direction. The direction is so I can go ahead and just give them orders to start on that, and then I'll come back in January to get a budget adjustment from you.
Okay, very good. So who would like to make that motion?
Mayor, I'd like to make the
Yes, sir.
motion that we move forward with expending the additional monies for the fourth alternative design and to later direct the city manager to come with a budget adjustment for this expenditure of the approximately less than $8,300. It was 82 something?
Yeah, 8278,
Okay.
roughly. Yeah.
All right, we have a motion by Counselor Campos and a second by Counselor Heil to direct the city manager to work with the city engineers for developing a fourth option as discussed, and to come back in January for a budget adjustment of around $8,300. Any further discussion?
I do want to say one thing
Yes,
before.
go ahead.
This is nothing against the engineers. I think you guys did a great job. I think I'm more upset of council, us not acting on it. I saw the stuff that you issued out, and I saw all the platforms and the measurements and everything, and I think y'all did a great job. And it's nothing against you. I think it's more against myself and the rest of the council for not taking action sooner. So, with that being said.
Thank you, I appreciate that. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed?
No.
The motion carries 3 ayes and 1 nay. All right, thank you very much. We appreciate it. And thank you for coming. And please have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and stay safe. All righty, thank you. All right. Moving on to announcements. Okay, I have some announcements. Let's see. All right. And I just wanted the record to reflect that Counselor Bolton arrived at the executive session at 6:21 this evening, just so we have that on our record. All right, announcements. Well, thank y'all for coming. I know we have a light crowd today. I think everybody's getting into the Christmas spirit. I'd like to thank Bare Branches Alliance, who planted 100 trees last Saturday, or they got the funding for that, plus the 25 volunteers that assisted in that effort. And I really thank them, because I think they've kind of adopted us to try to help us get to our our 10,000 tree goal. So special thanks to Jackie Randall and, of course, to the Public Works, because y'all put the holes in, and I mean, you're going to be watering. But the good news is that she was telling me that they received extra money for irrigation. So I think that's awesome, just really awesome. She knows that that's part of it. So thank you all very much for your efforts. And John Hoyt, who was here this evening, and Matt Hody, who's another Leon Valley resident, helped plant those trees. So thank you for that. I wanted to have a shout out to the fire department, because they're not here tonight, I don't believe, because they're doing the Santa run. And if you're listening, tonight they're at Seneca 1, Castle Estates, Forest Meadow, Grass Valley, and Leon Trace Apartments. Tomorrow they'll be in Forest Oaks and Forest Oaks Apartments. On Thursday, they're going to be at Bandera Pass, Timber Hill, Sawyer Road, Barcelona and Valencia Loft Apartments, the Finley Apartments, Shadow Mist, and the Timber Hill Commons Apartment. And then on Friday, they'll end up with visiting Monte Robles, Pavona Place, Canterfield, and Linkwood. So we thank the fire department for just brightening up our holiday season with their drive-by in the fire department with music and lots of joy. So thank you very much for that. The Blue Santa gift giving is still in progress, and I want to thank the staff who have worked so tirelessly of packaging all these gifts. They're in one of the rooms here. That's why we didn't meet over there. There's over 100 gifts, and they'll be giving them out on Saturday the 21st, this coming Saturday. And City Manager, what time is that going to be here in El Verde if we want to volunteer? So. Okay, but you'll let us know how we can volunteer.
And it's not for everybody. They're applications.
Certainly.
And I just want to make that clear. Like, you can't just drive up and get
Right.
toys. These were pre-ordered.
Okay, very good.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. I appreciate that clarification. And then also, I just wanted to make a note that on Monday, I attended a Metropolitan Planning organizational meeting, and in the TxDOT 10-year plan, the Bandera Road project is number 11. on the priority list. So we're getting there. And that would be the first phase from 410 to Gilbo. So Leon Valley is the first phase, and then Gilbo to 1604 is the second phase, and that's number 26, I think, on the long term. We're 90% with the environmental complete, 0% of the right-of-way purchase, and 10% of the plans, specs, and estimates. And so that's when the project has all of that in order to be completed to go out for bid. So we're still got a long way to go there, but we're on our way. And so I appreciate TxDOT helping us reach our goal. I don't know when this will be, but just want to remind everybody that at the town hall meeting on January 24th, TxDOT will be here to give us an update on the project. They have a new, I don't know if it's a theme or a tagline or whatever. I guess it's tagline. It's, quote, drive like a Texan, kind, comma, courteous, comma, safe. So they really are proud of their new tagline, so I wanted to share that with you as well. Also, the City Hall will be closed. I think all of y'all know that, from December 24th to January the 1st, and we will not have a city council meeting on January the 6th due to that. And wishing everyone a very Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holiday, and Happy New Year. And go Spurs, go. They're playing tonight. Yay. So anyway, that's it from me. Anyone else? Yes, Councilor Campos, you always have lots to say. So thank you.
I wanted to thank the mayor for highlighting the Santa Run. It started Monday. It's going all the way to Friday. Please check the website for your neighborhood. I think it's really a nice event, and I thank the fire department for doing that. I also want to remind our citizens that we have a number of library programs that are from tomorrow, the 17th, all the way to the 23rd. And just to remind our citizens that the library will be closed the 24th through the 26th. And reopening again on the 27th, and we'll have programs on Saturday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of the following week. So I also want to let everyone know that we've talked about different contracts that have been awarded for the 2025 sewer main replacement project. That was awarded to R.L. Jones, and they're scheduled to start early in January of next year, as well as the contract for the 2025 water main replacement project that was awarded to another contractor, Isabel Construction, that will start January the 12th. So you're going to start seeing projects in the Public Works, and a great job in getting this done from the Public Works staff. I also want to thank all the city staff that came in this weekend. You know, you can't thank, I don't think the citizens realize how much work is being done by our staff on weekends, okay? Beyond the normal work hours, they were here for the tree planting. They were here for the Blue Santa. If you could go back to see the conference room back here, it's full of toys, and all your staff needs to be thanked about what they're doing. So, Crystal, please pass along that thanks. Lastly, I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, as did the mayor, and Happy Hanukkah, and really overall Happy Holidays. And let's please bring in the new year safely. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right. Anyone else?
Okay, I'll do it.
Yes, Councilor Orozco.
Again, Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah to all of you. And then the Santa run, Santa is not going to be included this year. We did talk to the city manager, talk to the chief fire department, and it's not feasible right now to do the run with all the construction that's going on. And even if I'm not here next year, I'm confident that the council will make every effort to make them. But I also like to invite you to go to Pavona Place. You're a half a block away, and they're there for a good 20, 30 minutes, and you're welcome to join us there in Pavona. And also, Happy New Year as well. And we don't see each other until after the first of the year. I love New Year's. It's it's a time of renewal, refresh, and start anew, and think back all the bad things you did wrong and all the good things, and start anew. So, but I wish everybody happy holidays. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, anyone else? Yes, Counselor Heil.
I'd like to wish everybody happy holidays, be it Merry Christmas or Happy Hanukkah. And let's hope that we have a peaceful New Year coming up. We just have to pray for that, and maybe we can have a change in our world. That is my prayer. So, Happy New Year, everyone.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay. All right. Then we will move on then to the city manager's report.
Great. Good evening, Mayor and Council.
Good
City
evening.
Manager's report was emailed to y'all earlier in the afternoon. It's outside and online as well. Just to follow up, just to answer that question, the amount we've spent on the creek is $245,537. Just to kind of in that conversation. Lastly, I want to thank the Leon Valley Police Department and the Fire Department. We had a fire last week. However, police beat fire there and were the ones that rescued the humans out of the house, and the fire department rescued the dog out of the house. So, but everybody was saved, and so we appreciate our first responders, and so just kind of wanted to get them a shout out because the police department really went in and acted like firefighters for a few minutes. So we really appreciate that. The toy drive that's going to happen on Saturday is from noon to 2, Mayor. Just
Noon to 2?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay.
and then again, just thanking the staff for coming out all weekend and kind of supporting our initiatives over the weekend. Other than that, that concludes my city manager's report.
Okay, thank you very much. Consent agenda, 9.1 to 9.5. Any items that need to be removed for discussion? Seeing no one, may I have a motion
I'd
to
like to
approve?
make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Counselor Campos and a second by Counselor Orozco to approve consent agenda item 9.1 through 9.5. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? The motion does carry. Then moving to the regular agenda, 10.1, just a point of personal privilege. Oh, excuse me, that's not the right one. It's the next one. Go ahead. Presentation and discussion on amending ordinance, Chapter 15, Article 15.02, Zoning Ordinance Division 13, Organization and Enforcement Section 15.020.721. This is the first read as required by the charter, and Dr. Caldera, our city manager, is here to present. Thank you.
So this item was generated by Mr. Campos, and so we had a discussion, and the council agreed for us to bring back an ordinance. And the ordinance would essentially update the process to determine how a member is determined excused and unexcused. And so essentially what we would be doing is taking out that they would need the chair's permission, and if an alternate is not in attendance, they must contact either the planning and zoning director and or chairman. The absence will be placed on the next available Planning and Zoning Commission meeting agenda, and the absence will be determined by the commission to be excused or unexcused. And then we would be deleting under the section under agenda and other, agenda order of business, we would take out and indications as to whether the absences are with the consent of the chairman. And so essentially the way the process would go is if a commissioner or an alternate did not attend the meeting, they can contact either the chairman or the director or both. And then it would be placed on the subsequent meeting whether or not they were excused or unexcused. If they fail to just not contact anybody, we would just put it on a subsequent agenda, and then the commission would determine whether or not it would be excused or unexcused.
Okay.
So that's basically it. There's no fiscal impact. It's the council's discretion. I put the red line version in
Yes.
your packet.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Counselor Heil.
I think this is fine. The only thing I have a question. On the first chairman and or staff, who's the staff?
So we say it's any staff person. So sometimes they contact me, sometimes they contact the planning and zoning director. Sometimes they contact the city secretary. So most of the time, if they contact any staff person, they know who, like the staff knows to forward. We're small enough to know to forward it to Michael or to the chairman. We're not going to not forward it to the appropriate. So I didn't want to take out planning. I didn't want to put just planning and zoning director because sometimes I do have commissioners contact me or the city secretary. Yeah.
My other comment is
this one and then you.
When you contact people, is there, what I would like to see, they must contact the planning and zoning director and the chairman. They can put them on the same text. It's just, that way they both know, because as chairman, I'd want to know as.
I think the issue is that some members don't want to contact the chairman at all or have any communication with the chairman, is my understanding. And so that's why they were giving them the option of either or.
But they wouldn't have to talk to them, they could send text. That's my comment. I would like to see both.
Okay, very good. Counselor Campos.
So, on this item, we have volunteers that are part of our committees and commissions. Why make it so difficult? One or the other, as long as there's nothing that is pre-planned that is dependent on somebody showing up that, oh, you needed to have brought something, or I'm going to assign something to you at the meeting. Why not make it just as easy as possible for somebody to just say to someone in the staff prior to the meeting, I'm not going to attend. It's being done throughout other committees. It's done through our council involvement here. If sometimes we may not have contacted the mayor.
A lot of times you can't get a hold of me
And
because
so,
I don't answer my phone.
so it's just trying to make it
Yeah.
easier for all the volunteers throughout Leon Valley and just trying to make it consistent throughout every organization that we have. That's what it's all about.
So every
Thank you.
committee is
Yes.
different on how, because they don't, this commission is specific. And so Sandra is working on, actually, she probably sent it to me, the handbook for the commissions and committees. But your zoning commission, CPAC are probably the two committees that have their own set of rules or bylaws that were adopted by ordinance by council. So it makes it a little bit different because they have their own set of guidelines, are those two committees. But like Earthwise, they don't have bylaws and how they report excused or unexcused. So when you say across the board, I just want to make it clear, it's not across the board because everything is a little bit different. But for this ordinance in particular, this is how the process would go.
Okay, very good. Counselor Orozco.
Thank you, Mayor. And thank you, Mr. Campos. I know where you're going with this now. What I was going to suggest is, in the CPAC, Dr. Cardetta, as a council liaison, I get notified as well in some absences. And I was going to suggest that where it says, intend to the chairman and council liaison or staff, I get notified because sometimes they can't get a hold of the chair or somebody else. And I know Officer K is busy sometimes, and you guys are not on the phone, you're out there policing. So if I can just suggest to Mr. Campos to add on council liaison as a point of contact, it just gives them more of a broad way to contact you in case something happens. I know sometimes it's just not feasible to contact anybody if it's an emergency, but it just gives them a little bit more of a leeway.
Okay. I mean, that's just,
I'm certainly accepting to that.
okay.
And that's all I have, Mayor.
Okay, thank you. All right. So this is the first read, so there will be no vote.
No, but I
And-
just want to make sure everybody's okay with the council liaison being added? And then everybody's okay with sticking with the way it's written and not going with Ms. Heil's suggestion?
Do I need to make a motion on that?
No, no,
No,
you
it's-
can't vote on it because we're going to make those amendments, but I want to make it clear, so when it comes back and we're putting it on consent, or unless we're going to have another further discussion on it, I just want to make sure that I'm wording it appropriately.
Okay.
I'm okay with it.
I'm all right with
Okay.
it.
I disagree, but that's okay.
Okay, okay.
Okay. So
I
will
will
we
amend
put
it-
that on the
yes.
consent agenda for January 20th? Okay, very good. All right. 10.2, this is the presentation discussion to consider an ordinance amending Chapter 15 zoning, Section 15.02.327 PD, Plan Development District, and we had first reads on October 21st and December 2nd. As I went through the packet again this afternoon, I saw the tremendous effort that Beth Mersch put into this. I mean, she went through that ordinance line by line. I mean, I did, but not like she did. I mean, I changed one or two things. And so I thought, out of respect for her, that we should, I'd like my colleagues to consider possibly postponing this till January the 20th so that she can participate. So that's,
I'd like to make the motion that we postpone this item to January 20th.
It's
I'll
already,
second
so
it.
it's not, so you weren't voting on this item this evening.
I know,
I
but
would-
it's still,
Oh, absolutely. I don't have a problem with y'all. I just didn't know if y'all wanted to hear the item, give feedback now too.
Well, I
or
think it's
just-
beneficial for her to be here and for her to listen to the
all the
discussion.
discussion. Okay.
Exactly.
I just want to make sure.
So I know she could look at it online, but it's not the same. And then we're regurgitating it.
No,
So,
no, no, not a problem. I
okay.
just want to make sure.
All right, so if everyone is in agreement, then we'll postpone it, or we'll renotice it for January the 20th. Thank you, Dr. Caldera. I do appreciate that. All right, moving then to Agenda 10.3, presentation, discussion, and possible action to approve a resolution on a petition for preliminary acceptance of public improvements at the Seneca Trails Phase 1 subdivision located at 6518 Samaritan Drive. And we have Mr. Gallardo, our Planning and Zoning Director, here to present. Good evening and welcome.
evening.
Is this your first time to present?
My second one.
Your second one, all right. Well, thank you. I promise we will be kind to you.
All right.
And no, I'm just teasing. Okay, go ahead. Thank you.
All right, so basically the question is, should City Council approve the developer's petition for preliminary acceptance of public improvements at the Seneca Trails 1 subdivision? So your options obviously are to approve, deny, or other. So the declaration is that all public improvements were installed according to code. So a little bit of background on the project. Planning and Zoning Commission approved the plat for Seneca Trails 1 subdivision in November of 2024. And last Wednesday, the city engineer performed the inspection of the public improvements and found them to be, up to code and compliant. So currently, the owner is now petitioning the city to approve the preliminary acceptance of the public improvements. Having said that, the fiscal impact is going to be that they've posted a maintenance bond of roughly 10% of the actual cost, which equates to $575,464. So at that point, the subdivider takes responsibility of all the maintenance and replacement costs for the period of 1 year. Then after that, they come back before City Council to petition for the final acceptance. After final acceptance, has been approved by the city engineer, they go back and they do another inspection. Then the city will own all public improvements. So staff and city engineer recommend the approval for the petition for the preliminary acceptance of Seneca Trails 1 subdivision, and it's contingent upon a few items: the plan of record, water and sewer main shape files, and that the walking trail is ADA compliant. Now, just a quick update. As of today, the items that were requested by our city engineer have been submitted. They're
Okay.
currently under review.
Oh, okay. So can we approve it, or do they have to?
Yes, no.
Okay,
So
we don't have to.
that's why this is a preliminary acceptance. You're not, this
All right.
isn't final acceptance.
Okay.
And so y'all
wanna
voted
be
on
sure.
the y'all voted on preliminary acceptances with contingencies in the past.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to hurry up or start getting the project moving, and our next meeting isn't until January the 20th.
Gotcha.
And
Okay.
so y'all would adopt this ordinance with these items still. You would still
Mm-hmm.
move forward, make the motion contingent upon all of this, because the engineers still have to approve all of these items.
Okay. All right, very good. Yes, Counselor Campos. Thank you, Mr. Gallardo.
Yes, ma'am?
So I had just a couple of questions. So you mentioned that on 12/10, the engineering, city engineer approved, inspected, and approved. But was there inspections being done during the construction?
Yes,
Okay. By our city engineers, right?
correct. And our public works directors.
Okay. And then this contingent approval, so if I'm understanding, and please correct me if I'm not understanding this correct, they want the 1-year warranty period to start, right?
Correct.
But it's not, are we given the permission to start it today, or we're starting it when the city engineer approves the plans and the shape files, which I don't know how long that's going to take.
So the preliminary acceptance is going to be based on the days. Did you guys approve that? On the back end, we will work with the city engineers to ensure that before that 1 year expires, that all this has been completed.
Well, can I make some modification that it doesn't start until we have the approval from the engineers, and then start it on that date rather than tonight's vote?
Yeah.
Is that possible?
Yeah, so you would, that's essentially what you're saying, is you're voting, you would say that, approve as presented, but date starts after the engineers approve the contingent items.
Okay. Thank you.
Is that a motion, Mr. Campos?
That's,
And then somebody can second it, and then you can have further
I'll
discussion.
second it.
that's the motion, yes.
I'll second it.
Okay, thank you. We have a motion by Counselor Campos and a second by Counselor Orozco to approve agenda item 10.3 as presented, with the caveat that the
1 year date.
1 year is contingent upon completion of the, what did you call them? The plan of record, et cetera, water and sewer main shape files and the walking trails, whenever that's approved by the engineer. That's not a very succinct motion, sorry. But did we get it? I think we did.
So the motion
Okay.
is as presented, but the date starting based on when that contingent items are approved by the engineer.
Date started upon contingent items. Okay, being completed. All right, very good. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion does carry. Thank you so much. Do appreciate it. I was looking for Mr. Guajardo and everybody over there. Thank you. All right, moving then to agenda item number 11, request from members of council to add items to future agendas. Is there anyone that, yes?
So I just want to let the council know, because I've been getting some questions on like the dead tree ordinance and like short-term rentals and just regular code violations. And so I sent y'all a code report in my last city manager's update to y'all to kind of show you the amount that has been charged and the amount that hasn't been paid. And so I would like to open up the conversation with the council of how you would like to proceed further. So if I have people, like for instance, I had a resident approach me at the tree lighting saying, I got, a parking ticket, I'm not gonna pay it, what are you gonna do? Like, what is the next step? Are we gonna do a warrant? Are we gonna arrest? If a short-term rental refuses to come in and do register, is the council willing to sue that property owner because they are just refusing to register their home as a short-term rental? Like, that's gonna be the next step after citations. So I wanna open up that kind of conversation, because it seems like if you take a look at that, there's not a lot of people coming in to pay their citations.
I was going to say, it was in the packet today, and that's the red light camera tickets.
Yeah.
They're
So,
way down,
so,
way down. Yeah.
so
they're
that's a
not-
little bit separate, because
That's a
that
little
has
bit
its-
different, because I
y'all
understand.
do have a code, and so I'll be getting with the attorney so he can be prepped to answer those questions for you, what the next steps are in regards to those types of violations and how you want to proceed.
Okay, so that'll be added to a
That will
future
be added
agenda.
to the
Okay.
1120, or the 120
And
agenda.
I just had I just wrote when a future agenda item for the audit. I know we had a discussion earlier that the audit might be here earlier than February, but anyway, just, it's a
So,
question mark.
yeah,
So
so
I understand
it's
you've got to work
coming-
through the process.
I
but-
haven't received I thought I may have the
Oh,
draft mid-December, that it doesn't look like
That's
that's
okay.
happened. So it's still scheduled, we still do it around
About the-
February
about the
time.
first or
I need the
first
audit
meeting.
number in order to do my town hall report, so I'm hoping I'll have,
Some
have it-
preliminary.
some draft version of
Okay,
it. As soon
very
as I
good.
get the draft, I'll forward it to y'all.
Oh, good.
So-
Great. I appreciate that. And then, second of all, I believe we do have a consensus now. I have talked to all the council members for January 20th at 5:45 for the annual evaluation of our city manager. So we'll put that as a future agenda item as well. Okay? Yes.
Are they going to send the evaluation form to us so we can have it
Oh,
done?
I will do that. I'm still working on it. Yeah.
The mayor normally
yeah,
sends that out.
But I'll get it out to you. Yeah, you bet. So hopefully before, it'll probably be early, it'll be probably the first week in January. That'll still give you 2 weeks. Is that all right? Because I'm doing some research from other cities to see what they do and then trying to incorporate it. Just trying to freshen it up a little bit. So that's all. Okay. Anything else? Thank you for that. All right. Anything else from the?
You just need to reconvene in executive session.
Oh, that's right. We do have to go back to executive session. So at this time, we will not adjourn, but we'll move at 7:24 to executive session. For those of you that came late, we went into executive session, and we just didn't have enough time. We only had 30 minutes. And so we are going back into executive session, and then we'll come out with the announcement of any action. Okay, so we will, 7:24, back into executive session and stand in recess until we get back. Thank you.
My knee has doubled in size since I've been sitting here. I had an injection in it today, and it's so swollen right here. I can't even touch it.
The tollway thing that I gave you?
They paid it directly. They just paid it directly.
okay.
They should have sent you a receipt or an email.
I don't know, I didn't know, and I didn't know
Oh,
what
okay.
happened, and so I was like, I don't want to get a ticket.
No. I think they just, they paid it directly, but
That's fine.
I'll double check with Anthony.
Yeah, no, that's easier, actually. I just didn't know what to do.
No, I can feel my pants getting tight.
And I didn't know you could, I didn't even know you could do
And
that.
I shot in it today.
Yeah, I haven't downloaded it.
Get my pen.
You gotta have a pen.
Yes, I can't take notes if I don't have a pen. There we go. Y'all ready for Christmas? No. Tell me no, please.
Yeah.
Makes me feel
I know that's what I was kind of thinking of. Because when Melinda told the William thing, I think it was because they were being. Well, yeah, that's what she's a little. riding bikes and you have
Yeah.
You know, we should have one starting at 8.
Well, thank y'all for coming.
I'll be here Thursday. Yeah, we'll see, we'll see on the call on the same day.
Thank you.
If they don't come up.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how are you? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling better today. Feeling better in the afternoon now.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was feeling too good yesterday.
It's a football going on.
I know, she started it right there. Talking off the storm. So Regina, do you get a chance to talk to Regina, the library director?
Like when?
Well, I don't know, recently, when you did your thing for your resume.
Oh, yeah. I went in. I went
Okay.
in and talked to her. She set up, we're set up to
17 or something?
14.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what I wanted, I'm glad you brought, yeah, the 17th, January 17th.
So, what you can do is you can get with Regina, and the reason I'm telling you is because I'm leaving at the end of this month. So, you can get with Regina so you can do some marketing material for it.
Okay.
We have 2 Facebook pages, one for the library,
Okay.
and then the city has one. So when she does that flyer, poster, promotion, find a way to post it also as an event that they're going to host to the general community. Or if you want to create a flyer, give it to us.
Okay.
We can do that too.
Okay.
But because it's a library, it's being taught at the library, I don't know how they do like a count. I know that sometimes they have like a space of 25 or 20 or I don't know how they do it over there. And so it would really kind of lead the charge on that.
Okay.
And so once you get that from her, just, I'm not going to be here, but let Regina know to share it with Crystal Miranda, and then we'll go ahead and share it also so we can get more participation.
For the graduation today.
Yes, Debbie.
It went so good. It was amazing. I think we had like 20. So, create video, get to the video. So that program is a workforce
I feel my class in the pool, in the deep end, but this is different than something.
Yeah, every now and then we do get with, like last year, was it last year, I know we had a job fair with, last year, 2 years ago?
What's that, I'm sorry?
At the job fair?
Yeah, last year.
Yeah, it was last year, we had a job fair with them here at the community center, with the workforce,
Texas Workforce
yeah,
Commission.
Texas Workforce Commission, we had a thing with them, we had a lot of people actually show up, we actually had about 300 and change. Really good. Yeah, no, I was kind of bummed, we were kind of bummed, we could have more.
That's not even scratching the surface.
And no, they're like, what do you mean more? This is a great success. They wanted to come back the next month. I'm like, no.
We good.
Yeah, hold on. Well, we did plan to do another one with them. I bought the bags and I started the process, but I got to do something else. I just haven't done it. But yeah, they're a partner that we do, we partner with them right now. So,
Okay, help with that, since you won't be here, plug me. I mean, I'm on the commission, so I don't know exactly how it all intersects or whatever.
yeah, we haven't, like I said, the commission for the EDC doesn't really meet on the council.
Yeah.
It would have to come from a staff member, either the library or typically economic development myself.
Okay.
I don't know, so instead, and I did economic development, animal control, code enforcement, and then other things.
Yeah.
So I don't know, I already asked her 3 times, like, okay, so
Yeah.
I don't know if she's gonna hire someone specifically for code and animal control or someone for economic development alone. She hasn't made the decision yet.
Okay.
So typically when it comes to job fair, it would be the economic development person.
Okay.
I just don't know if someone's gonna be in that role. I don't know what she's gonna do with my position at the time. So, but yeah, we have good contact with them. It just needs to be taken up by staff. Person who would host a job fair.
Hire me. Tell her to hire me.
I mean, you can tell her to hire you. She's open to the public. You can come talk to her all you want. She'll be more than happy to have a conversation with you.
But I can't do 3 jobs at once.
Well, I don't know what
I can just do one, so. I'm gonna have to pick one.
Two jobs.
That's the problem. That's what she's gonna figure out.
Yeah, he doing 3 jobs.
3 jobs.
2 jobs.
Three people.
They're the two animal control and enforcement on the same job. Yeah, no, you wanna talk to her, talk to her. I just don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
Which way she's leaning to, I don't know.
Yeah.
So once she does this, if she hires an economic development person, have the job fair,
Yeah.
and they'll be the point of contact whenever that person comes on.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I think that would be good. There's a lot of interest
sorry.
in, learning more about like Leon Valley. We're like this big mystery.
Sometimes it's good to lay that. You don't want to be with the person sticking up your head.
You should see how people look. They say, oh, where do you live? I said, I live in Leon Valley. You do? Where?
Especially when he wear that white hat, that white hat.
You gave me?
Oh, yeah.
Leon Valley?
Yeah.
You live in Leon Valley? I said, yeah. I said, in the Zena community. And wow, man. I feel kind of small. How did you get over there? Say, man, can you apply? God. So you say you're leaving?
I was just gonna say, is that,
Wow.
where you going?
No, you kept messaging me. I'm like, I can't deal with this anymore. I gotta get out of here. No.
Oh, man, I drove real away, I'm sorry.
No, I'm going to be the assistant city manager in Lockhart. She's up 130, the Highway 130.
Oh, wow.
And so my last day will be officially January the 2nd, but we closed on the 23rd for the break, and so I will be here for that. We were just last economic development project right now, and so I didn't want to leave. I had one more project, and I didn't want to leave Crystal, the city manager, kind of like holding the bag. So I kind of gave them a summary of what's going on, and then I just need a direction from them. I'll let them know what happened, the opposite what happened with their project. I just didn't want to have the city manager kind of yeah. So I wanted to hear from me, so that's why we were back there. But
I know what.
Yeah.
Quick, sign me in as assistant economic development, so when you leave, I can just pop up.
There you go. There you go. Or we could sign you up as assistant animal control, and you can just, or code enforcement, you can pop up to that one too. No, you don't like that one, you
They
like
like,
that
just
too?
pick one, I'll be the one to cover, just pick one.
You know, I'm not doing anything right now. Sitting at home every day.
How long have you been in that position?
I've been here for 3 years, just over 3 years.
For 3 years?
Just over 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah, I started, December 2022.
Approximately 3 years.
Just over 3 years, yeah.
That is it, that is
First,
all.
my first event, my first day here, we actually had the Christmas tree lighting. That was my very first day. So I came to work here during the day, and in the evening they're like, hey, come to the Christmas tree lighting, and I kind of met everybody there. So that was my very first day here, and then so now I'm leaving. Yeah, I literally did 3 years and a month. So I would leave 3 years and a month into 37 months.
And no one's, not that anyone's counting.
You know, some of our staff here.
Did you say 37 months?
37 months. You know, some of our staff here is retiring. I'm a public works director, and so she retires. She graduates. She retires January 16th. And it's like, oh, January 20th, something like that. I don't remember what day she said. And so during our director's meeting, last day to January 20th. 37 days. I'm like, well, who's counting? Well, you're really counting, aren't you? So, yeah, she's been here 30 some odd years, yeah.
Well, definitely about
30 years.
small business for 33 years. And at the end of that 33 years, I was trying to walk away. As I was walking away, people were saying, well, I got this place. I want to bring you my shoes. Running the shoe shine business, I'm trying to walk away and can't.
That's how Melinda is. She's trying to walk away, and they keep, hey, you sure you want to come back for some parts? Melinda, I think Melinda's done after 30 some odd years.
We got some perks for you.
I think they're done for a while.
Wow.
Well, so is the new, you said assistant city manager? Well, not her, but I.
Yeah, the city, yes.
Oh, okay, is that closer to where you live?
No, I live here. I would have to move. I'd have to move up there.
Were you already planning to move?
No.
But you go do that.
I will move for that job, yes.
Oh, that's right.
I didn't, you know, people were surprised when I told them I was leaving. I was like, I'm not unhappy. I just kind of threw my head into this ring, and they kind of picked me. I didn't think they were going to pick me, but they did. And I'm like, all right, well, there's just too good of an opportunity to pass up. And so I did take it, and like, we have to move. Like, that's fine. You have to give me some time to move. And so I kind of knew mid-November.
Really?
I, you know, I'm buttoning everything down now here, making sure I know with everybody, everything's kind of addressed. Last day would be here in and it's about an hour and 15 minutes away from here. A lot of my family lives in San Antonio, so I would not come back to San Antonio. I would eventually, you know, my family's here and stuff, so I would just
Oh, my God.
so
They gone too long. Boy, it is growing like leaps and bounds. I was really shocked to pick up an article one day. San Antonio is bigger than Dallas now.
Oh yeah, I think it's the seventh. I think it's the seventh largest city in America.
Yeah.
Behind or ahead of Philadelphia? I don't know which one it is.
Yeah.
So I think it's New York, L.A., Chicago, Houston.
Phoenix is growing like that too?
Yeah, maybe Philadelphia, then San Antonio. I don't know who number 6 is. I don't know if it's Philadelphia. I don't know if Philadelphia number 6 or number 8, but I remember specifically. I'm like, wow, we're up there with. Because you come to San, I feel San Antonio is small.
I thought so too.
It has that small town feel to it.
Yeah.
A lot of older people know each other
Can't help but get that feel because they pull you up at the red light, and then they say, I'll be right back, I'm going to lunch. I be saying, man, is this light gonna ever change? And then I ran into this one lady, and she said, let me tell you a little story about the red light. Red light? She said, yeah. Yeah, the red light. See right down at that intersection? I said, yeah. She said, you see when it turned green? You see when it turned red? When it turned red, you look around, no cop, no cop, no stop. Man, I said, you better quit going around with propaganda.
I think some of our city staff have that same attitude sometimes.
No cop, no
Some of
stop.
the lights do take a little long.
Other one is too quick, now you can't.
Oh, yeah, no, there's a, but you have to go the speed limit for you to hit the time. So there's a I love this video. There's a video of somebody driving on a dash cam from 1604 on Bandera Road all the way up here at 8 in the morning, or 7:30 in the morning. And if you catch that first light, and you go 45, which is the speed limit, you will hit every all the way down.
Wow.
But if you go over the 45, you're gonna hit the red and stop. And if you go too slow, you're gonna miss. It's not gonna last the green long enough for you. You're gonna quit. So if everyone who goes 45, the lights are timed for that. And it's
Wow,
just
man.
So there's an actual video. Yeah, it takes them all of from Helotes all the way to the flyover. It takes them. I think it was at 7:30 in the morning. I think it takes them 11 minutes to drive all that. And I think it's 9 miles, yeah.
Well, we've been doing it wrong. We've been taking 10 minutes for each light.
Yeah, so you catch on that green, you should be able to just go with flow of traffic.
If you go speed limit.
If you go speed limit. That's the problem. Some people don't want to go the speed limit. Some people go too slow, some people go too fast.
That's amazing to know though.
Yeah, no, they really are. People always call us, and they're not synchronized. And we don't control the lights. San Antonio and Tech stuff does. And we're like, they are synchronized. If you really just follow through it, they did a video. I don't know who did it. I think it might have been a Texas employee who got too many calls. And they did it. And I'm like, yeah, you clearly see it time of day and in the morning. And so it really does show that the lights are synchronized. But you have to go 45.
You
Have to go the speed limit.
Okay.
And if you go faster, you're going to get to the red light and
Yeah.
stop. And then you're going to get to the red light and stop. You're going to get to the red light and stop. But it's easier said than done, because I also feel the same way sometimes.
Right.
So do y'all publish any information about that? So that people know?
Most the speed limit
Is that why everybody's still, that's why everybody's screwing up?
The speed
They
limit
don't
side?
know?
No, I mean the lights are synchronized. I mean if you really stand like at the QT or like somewhere up on the hill and look down into Leon Valley at night, especially it's easier to see, you'll see them go. So they'll turn green. They are synchronized. All city lights are synchronized. But yeah, they're supposed to go the speed limit of 45. So when you go the speed limit, the only time that it's not, the speed limit doesn't help is that the road is just not big enough to hold that many cars. So on a normal, like if there's an accident or something, or the road is not designed to hold this many cars, and it doesn't matter how fast, how many lights you put it out there, it's not designed. Sometimes that's just the issue, but if you just go on a regular day, it should be just all the way green.
That is great to know.
Yep.
And I swear I got caught up at a red light, and I watched about 100 cars.
100 cars, that's nothing. I think on average there's like 65,000 cars on that road every day.
Wow, I believe it.
Yeah. So, I mean, even after the meeting here, this flight, I think I've done it before. I turn right, and then I do the U-turn, go that way, because I have to turn left to go home. And I've sat there 10, 15 minutes.
Yep.
And so what I do is that I turn right at the QT, do the U-turn.
Don't do the no cop, no stop.
Well, I think I may know somebody. I may have to pull some rank here, get to get out.
Yeah.
No, I just go out that way and come back.
Yeah.
One time I did wait that long. I waited so long, and I'm like, I'm not gonna do this. So I made the right, got to the U-turn, came back, and as I came back, the light turned red on me, and they let the other car go. I'm like, oh man, I was so mad.
So we're gonna lose you, huh?
Yeah, but you'll find someone else. It's not, you'll find somebody else out here to replace me.
Like you, I won't throw my head in there.
For that, you never know what happens.
I'm not throwing my head in. Yeah. That's the one that.
Yeah, uh-huh.
You can make it make sense or something. Pretty amazing. Jumping together.
Have a good night, guys. All right, we'll see you next time. Have a Merry Christmas if I don't see y'all before.
Is this the last time you'll meet before Christmas?
Yes, sir. Yes,
This
sir.
is it?
Yes, sir. And then we won't meet New Year, so have a Happy New Year.
Start back next year?
Yes, sir.
Of the date?
We'll be back at the offices January 2nd, but the city council meeting will be January 20th, I believe.
20th?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Oh, wait, did they, say anything about the vote, per commission? Mayor Riley was gonna put me on the, thought she was gonna announce it today.
She didn't announce it. I know they went through the consent agenda though, so if it was on the consent agenda,
Yeah.
they went through that already, yeah.
So did they mention Tiffany Bradfield?
They didn't mention anybody specifically, no more.
Okay, okay,
All right.
that's cool.
All
Okay,
right.
thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, have a good one.
You too.
I won't run you over, I promise.
Stop yelling beep, beep, beep.
That's only if you're backing up.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna take, are those arts gifts? Are those your gifts or those arts gifts? I guess that
These
is-
are, right here is Philip's gifts. Those on the floor are my gifts.
And those are-
And then ours is in the chair
Okay, I'm
from you.
gonna take the
I
big
made
ones back.
I made a bunch of copies. That's what I do at work.
Okay, that has been worked.
Yeah, like,
Milk is broad grain. It's broad grain bread.
Oh, my
and eat it and eat it.
All right.
Pay this ourselves.
What is it?
It's,
Is it your membership? Oh, just give it to me.
Yeah, did you tell you the name? Yeah, because I won the magazine also.
So we are back from executive session at 8:02, and we had two executive session agenda items, and I wanted to announce that on agenda item 2.1, deliberation on the property at 7249 Bandera Road, there's no action. And on agenda item 2.2 regarding discussion to purchase property at 6908 Post Road, there's no action as well. So, with that said, if there's no objections, then we'll move to adjourn on Tuesday, December 16th at 8:02 in the evening. Thank you all very much and have a good evening. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays.
It feels much later than 8 o'clock. Does it feel later than 8 o'clock?
yeah.
Well, Merry Christmas. Enjoy your family. Thank you.
I'll keep in touch with you.
Okay, sounds good.